So let's not waste any more time. Let's go down to Eldon, who's with the captains for the all-important toss.
Good evening and welcome to ICC Cricket Academy, Arabian Cricket League, powered by Fan Code, brought to you by SkyExchange.net. It's toss time here at the ICC Cricket Academy. To my left is Tariq Hisab, who is the captain for Rajkot Thunders. With him is Mahesh, who will be representing us for the toss. Uzair, who's representing Ajman Heroes, here for the toss. Tariq will flip the coin. Heads is a call. It's a heads. Uzair, आप टॉस जीते आप क्या करना चाहते हैं?
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। जी हम पहले बॉल करेंगे क्योंकि विकेट और ग्राउंड की कंडीशन देख के ऐसा लग रहा है कि अभी क्योंकि ड्यू फैक्टर नहीं हुआ थोड़ा सा, तो बॉलर्स को स्पिनर्स को भी ग्रिप मिलेगी और हमारे बॉलर्स को थोड़ा सा इजी होगा। बाद में बैट्समैनों के लिए भी थोड़ा इजी से हो जाएगा क्योंकि उनके बॉलर्स को ग्रिप मिलना ख़त्म हो जाएगी, बॉल स्किट करके आना शुरू कर देगा, तो इसलिए थोड़ा बॉलिंग पहले करेंगे हम।
आप लास्ट मैच में भी चेस कर चुके हैं, तो वही डिसीजन आपका रहा ये टाइम पे भी?
जी प्लान तो वही है, देखते हैं अब कैसे एग्जीक्यूट होता है क्योंकि न्यू डे है और न्यू मैच है, तो इंशाल्लाह देखते हैं, लेट्स सी क्या होता है।
कोई चेंजेस?
जी नासिर अजीज़ आउट है और मैं इन हूँ।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू सर।
Tariq, you lost the toss. What would you have done if you won the toss?
I would have batted first, so it's what we have wanted, we got it, so nothing as such.
What do you make of this pitch?
Same, it's a green wicket, flat surface, bat first and make some decent score, then restrict the opponent. This is what we are looking for.
Any changes to your side?
We have a couple of changes. Anish and Lalit are back. Those are the two changes we have.
All the best for today's game.
Thank you very much.
That's the news from the center. Ajman Heroes have won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Well, thank you so much, Eldon. So there you have it. The news from the center is Ajman Heroes winning the toss, deciding to field first. And we've seen that happen very often in this ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League. Those are the lineups. And Adnan Arif, Saqib Ali, Ankur Sangwan, left arm spinner, very talented bowler. Mohammad Ajmal, Sagar Kalyan, Khalid Shah, Rahul Chopra. The middle order strength for the Ajman Heroes. Mohammad Uzair Anis, Sohaib Gujjar, Muzammil Qasim, leg spinner and googly bowler, and Sanchit Sharma, the talented UAE all-rounder, very young. And Rajkot Thunders, Tariq Hisab, Waqas, Ilyas, Dipesh, Mitesh Thanki, Vipul Mehta, Banty Nandi, look out for him. Solid right-handed batsman, Anil Kumar Sharma, Gurjant Kanda, Lalit Lakhani, Anish Wadwa and Mohammad Bilal. And if you're just joining us, we're at the toss, Ajman Heroes winning it. And they will be chasing with the dew settling in the second half of the evening. Most of the teams have preferred chasing. Well, almost ready to start proceedings. And from the toss, coming in straight to the comm box, Eldon joins me. Welcome, Eldon.
Thanks, Abdullah. Second game of today's Super Saturday. Ajman Heroes winning the toss, selecting to field. Uzair on that occasion saying that he's got the spinners. Ball's going to grip off the surface. He's looking to make early inroads against Rajkot Thunders. Rajkot Thunders would require a big score here against the Ajman Heroes if they want to stay in the hunt.
Yeah, very spin heavy, the Ajman Heroes lineup. Muzammil Qasim, Ankur Sangwan. And then they've got the fast bowlers as well. But as you were saying, just to take advantage of slightly dry conditions, I wouldn't say there is no dew on the outfield. There is dew already. Remember, this is the 9 o'clock in the evening start, now slightly late in the evening. So very similar conditions to both teams. And very similar kits for both teams as well. The umpires will do extremely well not to get confused between the Ajman Heroes and the Rajkot Thunders. A slight tinge of green on the Rajkot Thunders shirt and black or brown, depending on how you see your colors, for the Ajman Heroes.
Very similar kits there. Looks like two teams from Australia playing against each other. Waqas Ilyas to open for Rajkot Thunders, and he's going to be taking strike.
Yeah, solid batsman Waqas Ilyas. Sanchit Sharma with the new ball. What a talent this lad is. One of those rare fast bowlers that can swing the ball in and away at pace. So represented UAE at the highest level as well. Part of the UAE setup. And it's very easy to forget that the lad is only 22. He's got a lot of cricket ahead of him. He's only going to get quicker and smarter.
I remember Sanchit as a young kid. He used to come with his dad. He used to play for one of our teams. And a good all-rounder. Here we see him open the bowling, but he's also very good with his bat.
Yeah, here we go. Ball one and right on target. Starts off with the in-swinger. Anish Wadhwa is the other batsman. He will get back on strike now as Waqas Ilyas opens his account. And Sachin Sharma, well, he's got both the in-swinger and the outswinger. And I'm very surprised that he started with that inducker. Adnan Arif, number 2 on your screens right there, the captain. He's one of those rare captains that's very involved with almost everything. Fidgety with his field placing. Likes to get everything perfect. A perfectionist, Adnan Arif. Oh, the outswinger this time to Anish Wadhwa. Interesting. Maybe there was a plan from the start, Haldon. They wanted to get the in-swinger going for Ilyas and the outswinger for Anish.
So always the case, Anish was on the non-strikers and would be expecting the in-swinger again coming in for the second delivery, but he completely surprised him on that occasion. Bowled that outswinger and almost taking that edge to the keeper.
Yeah, very well point there. Playing mind games. This time he goes for the in-swinger. The ball is in the air and he has timed it well enough for it to go to the long on fence for a boundary. A look of surprise at the batsman and the bowler and us here in the comm box. I thought that was going right into the hands of mid-on.
I thought the same too. He just chipped that over mid-on. More like a half shot or a check shot, but it caught the middle of the bat and no stopping for a boundary.
Yeah, he's got a very good piece of willow as well, Anish Wadhwa. What a way to get off mark. He's back in line, and the rhythm for Sanchit Sharma is good as well. Again, beats the outside of the off stump.
Yes, that's a good comeback from Sanchit Sharma. Again, bowling that line just outside the off stump. Anish Wadhwa just trying to play at it. Again, almost getting that outside edge.
Well, you don't see that very often. Shoulder arms to Sanchit Sharma, Anish Wadhwa. Good steady over this from Sanchit. They have the boundary. Maybe you want to get a couple of sighters, both batsmen, before they cut loose. You don't want to repeat whatever SNBD did with their batting performance. The power play is where you need to capitalize as much as you can. Doesn't matter if you lose a couple of wickets, as long as you're batting quickly, getting that run rate in the high 8s or 9s in the power play.
Sanchit just missing his run up on that occasion, comes back to bowl. Last delivery of the over. Again, this time just angling that in. And it's bowled through the gates. Had no idea how that came in. Surprise delivery to Anish Wadhwa. In swinger to get him.
Well, there are in swingers, and then there is a Sanchit Sharma special. Unbelievable, unplayable delivery to Anish Wadhwa. Gets the top of middle stump. Probably the perfect way to get an opening batsman out. Anish Wadhwa walks out for 4. And the Rajkot Thunders have lost their first wicket with 5 runs on the board. Well, the new bowler is number 14, Zohaib Gujjar. And Vipul, the new batsman in, will not be on strike. What a start for Ajman Heroes. Big wicket. Anish Wadhwa bowled Sanchit Sharma.
Just outside the off stump. Close to the wide line. Ilyas would have thought he could have probably cut that down to point, but just let it go, just being watchful on that occasion.
Yeah, I think he was under the impression the umpire will raise his hands and give it wide. Not the case. Umpire Vipin saying fair delivery. This one is not a fair delivery, given as wide. And a warning as well. Just having a word about that front foot. Zohaib Gujjar just trying to find his rhythm. So important for the fast bowlers to get that run up, that approach to the crease, and then that release correct. Don't have a lot of time to fix all of that in a 20 over game.
That's a peach of a delivery. Bowling from wide of the crease, angling the ball in, hitting the surface and just holding the line. Ilyas had no idea what happened there. He was left clueless on that occasion. A very good comeback by Zohaib.
Again, getting that outswinger going. This time landing it at the right spot, Waqas Gujar. Zohaib Gujar, beg your pardon. Waqas Ilyas is the man leaving that ball outside off stump. Oh, those pads look like wicket-keeping pads, Eldin. I've not seen a batsman bat with such small batting pads. He's not a very tall lad, but he's not the shortest batsman you'd see. Very interesting piece of cricket gear, especially the back pad. Looks smaller than the one in front, doesn't it?
That's right. I'm very surprised to even see a big manufacturer logo on top of both pads. Usually you'll always see plain color.
Yeah, very interesting gear. Waqas Ilyas. Innovation is the name of the game. We see wicket keepers now wearing those baseball style shin pads under the tracks. And it's Waqas Ilyas with something new. Oh, outside off stump again. He's very lucky. He hasn't edged 2-3 deliveries outside off stump. Very tentative start. This tentative prods by the two batsmen. First, Abhinav who got out, and now Waqas Ilyas just struggling to get back on ball.
Zohaib getting good bounce outside the off stump. He's getting a hint of swing along with good bounce. He's a tall lad. Arm coming from around 6 feet, 2 or 3. It's a swing, it's a top edge. Fielder underneath it. And that's well taken at third man.
Oh, it's Rahul Raghuveer Chopra. Safest pair of hands in the outfield, I can tell you that for a fact. And again, a nothing shot in the end. Trying to drag that from outside off stump towards mid-wicket. It's not the easiest shot to execute no matter how good in form you are. And a simple catch taken by Rahul Chopra. So 2 wickets fall in 2 overs. It's Waqas Ilyas who has to walk back for 1. And it's the Rajkot Thunders who are 5 for the loss of 2 wickets. The new batsman is Anil Kumar Sharma. Apologies for the incorrect score. It was 7 for the loss of 2 wickets. 2 wides in the over, contributing to the score. What a start this for Ajman Heroes. Again, heavy ball, that one. Not trying to go for the swinger, trying to go for pace this time. Good over, 2 runs off it and a wicket. 7 for the loss of 2 wickets now, Rajkot Thunders. Well, look at that field placing, Eldon. You don't see that very often. 2 slips for the fast bowler, Sanchit Sharma, enjoying himself with the new ball.
Sanchit's got all his fielders in except for fine leg, and third man has got 2 slips in place. He's definitely going to go for those outswingers. Whipple, the new man in on strike.
On cue, as Eldon said, going for that big outswinger. I'll tell you what, that was the sighter. Expect that inducker very soon. Same way he got way above. That was, what a delivery that was. Unplayable. If you're a very good batsman in very good form, you'll probably get hit on the pad. Otherwise, that ball is cutting you in half and taking away your stumps just the way it did against way above.
I would love to see a gully in as well. What do you think, Abdullah?
Well, I'll tell you what, the way he's bowling, you could have 4 fielders behind the stumps next to the wicket keeper. But again, this is a T20 game. And as I was saying, Adnan Arif is a very proactive captain. He's a very aggressive captain. I wouldn't be surprised if you brought in another catching fielder, but they do have that short mid-wicket. I think that is for that delivery that will come in and surprise the batsman. Just like that. Look at that swing. You don't see that very often, Eldon, especially here in the UAE. A fast bowler who's got such good control on both the outswinger and the in-swingers.
He's bowling both swingers at will. Rightly said, you don't see much of that in UAE, and you really need to develop talent to bowl both swingers.
Oh, again, this time very lucky getting some part of the bat. Whipple. He is extremely lucky still to be there. Playing away from his body. Just getting the inner half of the bat. Another in-swinger from Sanjay Sharma. He's virtually unplayable at the moment.
Sanch is enjoying this. He's playing with the batsman. Not very often do you see a fast bowler with a smile on his face very early on.
Well, trying to be a bit cheeky this time. Sanjay Sharma in the first boundary off the bat of Anil Kumar. Trying a bit too much this time, going for the wonder ball and just getting the inside edge on the bat and trickling down to fine leg.
Sanch is just straying down the leg side and rightly punished. He wouldn't mind that. It's just one boundary there. But that gets Anil Kumar off the strike of the very second delivery he's faced.
A steady over so far. 5 runs off it with that boundary. Oh, again the in-swinger, but this time he's connected and connected really well. He was waiting for it. He was ready for it, Anil Kumar. And what was a very good over turns out to be an expensive one. 11 off it. And Rajkot Thunders are on the move now. 18 for the loss of 2. A 6 to finish off over number 2. Over number 3, beg your pardon. Zoeb Gujar will continue. Still the 2 slips, staggered slip cordon as they say. And Whipple just going down for a bit of gardening.
Zoeb continues from school end. Good nip of the surface. Just holding that line, a slight bit of outswinger. Good bounce. Good carry to the keeper.
Yeah, Whipple seems to be a bit frustrated. His partner coming and having a chat with him, telling him just to hang on, a couple of deliveries and then that ball will stop swinging. Zoeb Gujar, probably the pacier of the two new ball bowlers. A different challenge. He's quite tall, as you said.
Oh, that's it. That's curtains for Whipple. He was struggling. He couldn't anticipate the swing, the bounce. And that's curtains for Whipple.
Well, it was always on the cards, just the way he was approaching that fast bowling from Zoeb. Never looked comfortable. Probably didn't even want to be there in the middle, Zoeb. That's how he was batting. And again, the middle stump is uprooted. So another wicket falls, 18 for 3. Whipple has to walk back for 1. New batsman in, Gurjant. Don't think he was ready mentally to be in the 4th over. Just 18 runs on the board. And the fast bowlers of Ajman Heroes are having a field day. 3 wickets, 3 very quick wickets. I tell you what, it's going to get even tougher and tougher for the Rajkot Thunders with the like of Ankur Sangwan and Muzammil Qasim yet to bowl.
Zoeb steaming in. Bounce. Again, late swing for Zoeb. Umpires called that one for the over. Wouldn't mind that. And that surprised Gurjant there. You rightly said Gurjant may have not been ready to come in to bat in the 4th over of the innings. At times you see number 4, number 5 batsmen expecting to bat after the power play, but that's not the case at this moment. String down the leg side, umpire calling it a wide.
Well, again, the only runs that Zoeb has conceded have been extras. The 2 wides in the 1st over, 1 wide here. No runs off the bat so far. And just projected totals. Well, I'll tell you what, they'll take your hand off if you give them 165 right now. Rajkot Thunders 19 for the loss of 3 wickets in 3.4.
165 may look like a mounting task for the Thunders. Again, an in-swinger just got right behind the line, splayed it down. No runs there.
Well, this innings is going nowhere. And the man who was batting well or is batting well is on the other end. He's unable to get on strike. They're not rotating the singles, not rotating the strike, just adding pressure on each other. Last ball now of the 4th over. And again a big swish. Oh, there is a misfield. The keeper has let it go. And again it's extras that have added to the total. 4 byes. And Rajkot Thunders move along to 23 for the loss of 3 wickets.
3 runs given there. A good over. Now conceding 4 runs of the last ball. It's end of the 4th over is 23 for 3 for Rajkot Thunders.
A change in bowling. Surprising. Sanchit Sharma taken off the attack. And Mohammad Ajmal coming in to bowl. He did go for 10 of the last 2 deliveries, but I think he bowled really well. Sanchit probably deserved another over. Just with that new ball swinging a bit. Take advantage of that movement before the ball gets wet. Ajmal is a very good bowler as well. Look at that first delivery on the money.
Agree with you, Abdullah. I would definitely give Sanchit another over. He bowled really well for his first 10 deliveries. Just getting hit for those 2 boundaries. But I think he had his rhythm, and I think I would continue him to bowl his 3rd over. Oh, that's just bounced right off the surface. Anil Kumar unable to anticipate that bounce. Try to play it on the leg side. Just dropped it right in front of him.
Or slightly slower in pace, Ajmal. Probably that's why unable to get any timing. Anil Kumar outside off stump and beaten again. 3 dot balls. Pressure mounting now on Rajkot Thunders once again. They've been giving away some free runs. Just the 2 boundaries and that 1-6 coming in the same over.
Ajmal with his quick arm action. That's up in the air. No second slip.
Well, Eldon was screaming for an additional catcher at gully or right next to that slip fielder. They're bowling really well, the Ajman Heroes fast bowlers. And the Arif, a lot to think about. Oh, again beaten outside off stump. Oh, this story continues for Anil Kumar. And Ajmal on the verge of a maiden over. Bowling really well.
Anil Kumar struggling outside that off stump. Good over there by Ajmal. No runs conceded so far. He's kept that tight line outside the off stump. And a few just nipping back into the batsman. Last delivery, he's pulled it towards mid wicket. So 1 bounce and stopped by Zohaib. He's a tall, fast bowler. He's made that effort.
Well, he is tall and quick, but that was Muzammil Qasim. The leggy. You'll see him bowl very soon. But some aggression from Anil Kumar. They get the 2 runs, 24 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 5 overs. Zohaib Gujjar will continue. Again down the leg side, quick delivery, looking for a single. Ajmal, he's done really well. He's just bowled in over and he's stationed a short mid wicket, high traffic zone. They're not able to steal a single off him.
Again, anticipating that Anil Kumar is a strong offside player, not giving him any room. He saw him move down the leg side and angle that ball again. Same delivery. Not able to put it away. Just a single to mid on.
Gurjant coming in on strike now. More beaten outside off stump again. The story of this bowling spell from Zohaib, the story of this batting performance from Rajkot Thunder so far. You don't see that very often. Deliveries outside off stump. You know they're coming. You know he's trying to swing it away from you. But you still prod and poke and miss.
Rajkot Thunders would love to get some bat on ball. They've missed quite a few of them. It's a huge appeal. But looks like the ball is quite far away from the bat.
Yeah, maybe just grazing the wicket. There was intent in that. Charging down the track. Gurjant. It was not easy against a bowler like Zohaib, who's bowling with very good pace. Very laboured action, you have to say. Oh, 5 wides. The gifts continue. Zohaib has conceded 9 runs and all of them have been extras. All of them. 9 wides and 4 byes, which obviously don't go into the bowler's counter. They have not been able to get a run off him with the bat, but he keeps gifting them runs anyways.
Exactly. You want to get over and done with your over, and then you end up bowling 5 wides. Feel sorry for the keeper. There's no fault of his.
Again on the pads. Leg byes this time added into the extras column. Zohaib yet to concede a run off the bat. Well, I'll have to look this up. This must be some special stat right here. A fast bowler in the power play. He's not conceded a single run off the bat. He's in his 3rd over.
Yeah, very rare sight there from any fast bowler or bowler, as a matter of fact. He's only conceded runs of extras. Again, would that be another extra? No, that's the end of the over. Rajkot Thunders are 31 for 3 after 6 overs.
Well, the end of the power play. 31 on the board. 3 wickets down. It's only Anil Kumar has shown some intent with the bat. And Ankur Sangwan, talented left arm spinner, coming into the attack. Just the 1 over from Ajman, very interesting. Gave away only 2 runs. They're going with spin as soon as the power play restrictions are lifted.
A different strategy altogether from Ajman Heroes. Uzair at the toss did mention about the ball gripping. Looks like they want to get the spinners right into action at the end of the power play. So Ankur Sagwan coming to bowl from the ICC Academy end.
Now first delivery loopy and gets a bit of turn as well. Gurjant again just looking a bit flustered, the batsman. Lots of waving of hands around and the body language looks to be a bit odd to me, Eldin, especially from the likes of Gurjant and previously Webber as well.
Shoulders down. They just need to get a few in the middle. Anil Kumar has been kept quiet for some time. He started off well. He was on 10 of 3 deliveries and now he's going at run a ball.
Yeah, absolutely well spotted that. Just not been able to get on strike. Oh, that was the in-swinger. Ankur Sangwan, he might be a spinner, but that ball comes in at pace. The arm ball. And it's a surprise, especially when you're as a bowler, someone who tosses the ball up and turns it. We have the likes of Nilansh Keswani and Sultan Ahmed in the UAE that don't try to turn the ball. So they're always expecting the ball to come in with the arm. But with Ankur, it's a bit different because he's got very good control on both variations.
He's bowled 2 arm balls already in his very first over. Just conceded 2 runs. Again, just like the opening fast bowlers moving it both ways, Ankur's doing the same.
It's a very well balanced bowling lineup. This very lucky Gurjant. 10 deliveries for 1 run for Gurjant. 7 overs done. Rajkot Thunders are 33 for 3. Well, spin from both ends now. Zuhaib Gujjar rightly getting a break. Not easy, even though the temperature has cooled down quite a bit, but not easy as a fast bowler to bowl 3 overs on the trot. And Muzammal Qasim. Well, I'll let you guess what the first delivery is going to be.
That's a wrong one.
I'll tell you what.
A single.
Oh, it's
that
a
was
direct hit. A direct hit.
And the umpire goes upstairs. We've seen quite a few direct hits, Abdullah, this evening. The first game as well.
But for the Ajman Heroes, they'll want this to be a run out because that ball has gone to the boundary for 4 after taking a deflection off the stumps. So either it's going to be 5 runs or it's going to be a wicket. The umpire whipping rightly just given as not out.
And they've conceded a boundary as well. It was a good delivery. Good shy at the stumps, getting that direct hit. But yes, again, direct hits, you don't know where they're going to deflect. This one did deflect to the boundary.
You're taking a big deflection. And this time, finally, cutting a bit loose, but brilliant fielding. And again, a throw towards the bowler. Are they going to get some extra runs? No. Brilliant fielding this time from Ajman Heroes. Saving a certain boundary and then quick release. Gets an applause from the captain as well.
That was a 100-meter dash. And a slide to save 2 extra runs. That could have very well been a boundary.
He was there, right at deep. Extra cover, saving 2 runs for his team. Again the googly. Well, Alden, I think this is the first time you've seen Muzammil Qasim bowl. I'll tell you an interesting stat about this man. Almost 99% of his deliveries are googlies. And he's such a nice guy. When you meet him in the ground, he's like, the only batsmen that hit me are the ones that have kept wickets when I'm bowling. So they know exactly what is coming. And that is very much the case most of the time.
It's got a quick arm action. Okay, that's gone straight to the boundary for 4. Can't set a field for that.
Yeah, very expensive over now. 13 runs off it already. Muzammil Qasim under the pump. You can't blame him for those 5 extras, but the runs have come into his tally. Drying the ball viciously. I think that Dew has settled in a lot. Very difficult for the wrist spinner to bowl with Dew. Oh, this time cut into the point region. And another boundary. Very expensive over. This from Muzammil Qasim. Width on offer. No turn. Going over point. 21 runs have been conceded so far. No, beg your pardon, 17. With 1 more delivery to go. The 50 comes up for Rajkot Thunders. After a slow start, they have recovered nicely.
Swing and a miss. End of the 8th over. It's 50 for 3.
Well, Ankur Sangwan coming into bowl again. And in the air, and what a way to introduce Shrijit into the comp box. A wicket falls as soon as he walks in.
And if you have given me the ball, I would have picked up a wicket and broke this partnership. Well, it was an excellent delivery, tossed up. And I always feel that if you give the ball to a spinner, he should be brave enough to toss the ball. And that's what he did. And Anil Kumar Sharma could only manage to score 18. And for 50, they have lost their 4th wicket.
Ankur Sangwan picking up a wicket, first ball of the second over, and the big man walks in. This is the key wicket right here. Banty Nandi, the highest run scorer for the Rajkot Thunders in this tournament so far. And going for that expansive drive, no run.
Excellent delivery that. Seam up delivery, swinging in to the right-handed batsman. But again, he should be bowling to his strength, which is loopy delivery. There you go. Forcing him to come onto the front foot and play it defensively. I won't mind having a couple of close-in fielders for Banty. He's just opened his account.
And they have a slip for both batsmen. Extra cover right under the nose of the batsman, Adnan Arif. The point fielder is a bit deep. Maybe just trying to save that cut shot. Oh, very lucky Gurjant.
Was slightly quicker through the air. He's mixing his line really well. First delivery, loopy. Second was seam up. Third, again tossed up. And then this one. Look at that. Oh, a Nam ball. And again, swinging into the right-handed Gurjant, to which he had no clue. Very lucky. The ball didn't find the gap between bat and pad.
Was 17 deliveries faced by Gurjant, and I tell you, about 12 of them he had no clue what was happening. This one as well, coming in with the arm at pace. The important thing is he's still there, Gurjant. He's had a couple of boundaries to his name. He can bat for a few more overs. He'll feel a bit more confident. In the air, ball is in the air. Effort by Ajman. Oh, he's overrun that. And then gives up on the ball. Very odd fielding effort there by Ajmal. I know the catch was a bit difficult, but he should have stopped that boundary.
He should have controlled his emotions first up, because he initially thought that he won't be able to get to the ball. He did ultimately, but then realized that, oh, I could have gone for a dive. Was too late. Nonetheless, 9 overs completed, 55 for 4.
Uzair bin Anis coming into bowl. Leg spinner. Banty Nandi this time sweeps hard. Good fielding there by Sanchit Sharma. Just a single.
He's also a terrific bowler. The last match and last 2 overs that in his spell that he bowled, Yorkers, the back of limb deliveries, the cutters. Interesting to see when he'll be reintroduced. Meanwhile, tossed up delivery, it's up in the air. Has it got the distance? Yes, it has. Over the mid-wicket fence for 6.
Well, Gurjant not feeling comfortable against Ankur Sangwan, but he prefers the leg spinners. Took Muzammil to the cleaners and now just backs away and uses all that power, brute power, to smoke this over deep mid-wicket for a maximum.
I think the more you bowl around his pads, the more he's comfortable, especially towards that onside. Keep it away from his arc. And this one, slightly quicker. And extra bit of bounce on that occasion. Went over that off stick. Excellent stuff that.
Yeah, the thing with Gurjant is just keeps backing away. And then either goes towards offside or the leg side. Just like that. This time has he connected well enough? Yes, he has. Gets another maximum. You can't bowl in his arc.
That's poor piece of bowling here. You are bowling to Gurjant's strength. Look at that. muscled it over cow corner. That is not the line that you need to bowl to Gurjan. It has to be off stump, outside the off stick. That's the area which you have to target, especially when you are bowling against Gurjan. Otherwise, he will muscle you out of the park.
As soon as the runs have started coming from his bat, he looks a bit calmer at the crease as well. Gurjant was very frustrated when he was playing and missing against Ankur Sangwan. Again, a short delivery this time, just plays it down to long on for a single. Another expensive over from the school end. They keep leaking runs from here. 14 of the over so far. One more delivery to go.
Expensive over. There's 13 already conceded by him. And the projected score is now 140. So those two sixes. Meanwhile, tossed up delivery on the off stick. Played it towards long on for a single. Banty will retain strike. 10 overs completed. And Rajkot thunders 70 for 4. Ankur Sangwan will continue from the academy end. Very effective. Look at that. That's what you need to bowl.
There was a chance of a run out. Zoeb Gujjar unable to collect that ball. Stationed a short mid wicket to stop that single from happening.
It's an excellent delivery. Would be an interesting battle between Gurjant and Ankur Sangwan. Gurjant, someone who loves to play it on the onside. Oh, over the bowler's head, straight. No chance for runs.
Well, for 1 second, Ankur thought he'd put his hand out and then rightly just pulling it. Look at this, just there, and then said, no, that's not going to be hitting my hand. It's going to hit the side screen. Gurjant 34 of 23 now. This will give him a lot of relief. Yeah, big smile on his face now that he's hit Ankur Sangwan for a boundary.
Ankur Sangwan is someone who will try to make a comeback. He's a warrior. He's a fighter. Third man up in the circle. Backward point. Sweeper cover. Extra cover inside the ring. Can a toss-up delivery up in the air. But fall short of the sweeper cover. Just a single.
Well, Gurjant is not going to hold back, that's for sure. I'm very surprised though that Ajmal has not bowled a second over. Conceded only 3 runs in the first over that he bowled, and then didn't come back into the spell. Maybe they'll use him as a death option, although they do have 2 overs of Sanchit Sharma and 1 over of Zoeb Gujjar.
Excellent delivery. That was a straighter one. Very watchful Banty. Very hard to grip the ball. Mid wicket inside the ring as he comes in for the penultimate time. This one coming into the right-handed batsman. Played it defensively. Good comeback. Just 6 runs off first 4 deliveries that he has bowled. First 5, beg your pardon. Final delivery to be bowled. Can he make sure that he's not giving away any run in the final delivery? Can a loopy delivery cuts it in the gap for a single. 11 overs completed And Rajkot Thunder 77 for 4.
Well, we were wondering where he had gone. Ajman now coming into the attack. They tried Muzambil, they tried Uzair. Both of them going for a lot of runs, so they brought in the pace bowler.
Start off really well, just won the first over that he bowled in the first spell. And after a decent gap, being brought back into the attack. Good length delivery on the off stick. Hurried on. Banty just pushes it back towards the bowler. Not for any runs. They will have to score around 150 to put pressure on Ajman Heroes. They have decent batting lineup and they are in great nick too. Shot, he undercuts it straight to the wicket keeper.
Well, again, just a 1 run conceded by Ajmal. And they've brought him back to bring some control. Running away with it, the Rajkot Thunders, after a slow start, batting really well, aggressively, especially Gurjant, who's raced away to 35. Banty now the one taking his time.
Sharp throw coming in from Sanchit. .78. Definitely they'll try to improve the running scoring rate, because they're moving at a pace of 6.78, which will help them to reach somewhere around 130. Slow one up in the air, and there you go, boundary coming in. Was a slow one, couldn't really connect, couldn't play it where he wanted to, but he'll take it. Look at that.
Gave himself a lot of room, Gurjant, and lucky to go over that point fielder. .39 off 25 deliveries. Oh, and he's done all that without a helmet against the fast bowler. Gurjant seriously in the zone right now. The Ajman Heroes fielding setup were looking quite comfortable when they had 3 wickets in the third over. This counter punch from Gurjant for the Rajkot Thunders, just disturbing the rhythm of the Ajman Heroes bowlers and fielders.
I think we look at the offside field setup. This deep point and the ball which he bowled, the previous one, slow, way outside off, bound to go in the gap. Meanwhile, good comeback, bangs in shot, and that's a typical answer from a fast bowler.
A good decision to get that helmet out, that's for sure. 39 for Gurjant. And the last thing he wants to do is get hit on the head. Again, slower delivery and tonked it towards that mid-wicket boundary. Gurjant moving along very nicely. Expensive over 9 off it. Slower delivery, sat up. He had all the time in the world to dispatch that. 86 for the loss of 4 wickets now at the end of over number 12. Six bowlers used so far, and the 2 leg spinners, Muzammil and Uzair Anis, giving away 17 and 15 respectively. Ankur Sangwan, Muhammad Ajmal, Zohaib Gujjar and Sanchit Sharma giving some control. Sanchit Sharma giving away 10 runs in 2 deliveries in his second over. He did pick up a wicket, but look at those partnerships. Third wicket falling at 18 and then 50, now 86. A 36 run partnership between Banti Nandi and Gurjant.
In a half of the bat, excellent delivery that. But good thing Banti can do is rotate strike and give the strike to Gurjant, who's in great touch. Hitting the ball really hard, finding those gaps, putting pressure on the boundary riders and of course on the bowlers. 43 of just 27. Start off really slow. Well, excellent work behind the stumps, keeping it away from his arc.
Well, again a slow loopy delivery, but gets a lot of turn. This time Ankur. Again turn on offer, ball in the air, Sagar Kalyan settling underneath it, and he has grasped the simplest chance you will ever see here at the ICC Academy Ovals. Khalid Shah behind him does not believe it. The captain Adnan Arif does not believe it. Ankur Sangwan, oh, how disappointed will he be with this. It was a simple chance and it's gone right through him.
Well, they had an ample. He had ample chance, ample time to position himself. How costly this miss would be, we'll have to wait for his Gurjant, who got a reprieve in the previous delivery. Again, bat and pad together, defensively played.
Again, it's Banti Nandi on strike. And he's just looking to play out this over. It's been a good spell. No harm giving respect to the bowler on top, especially when you've been able to target the other bowlers. And Ankur Sangwan finishes the spell with 1 wicket. Could have easily been 2 or 3. Over number 13 comes to an end. Rajkot thunders 88 for 4. Muzammil comes back into the attack. First delivery, Gurjant, he's played 2 different shots. He's turned around twice and still a dot ball.
Was a googly from Muzammil. Can he make a comeback? Bowled really well in the previous match. Also was man of the match that particular encounter. Quicker. She opens the face of the bat. There's a chance. And they capitalized. Good running.
Another misfield. There's a big smile on his face, Muzammil, but he won't enjoy that. There's about 7-8 runs have been given away as freebies on his bowling. Again a googly. Bandy Nandi hits it straight down the ground. Could have easily gone into the outstretched hands of Muzammil Qasim. Has the enviable record of picking up 9 wickets in an innings in a 20-over game, Muzammil. It happened just a few months back. It's very recent. Caught the eye of Ajman Heroes and a couple of other clubs as well. Man, in the air, the change had worked. It's Sagar Kalyan once again. He has dropped Gurjant not once but twice. This one, as easy as the last one, again it goes through his hands. Or somebody needs to put some glue on them and tie them to each other. And as it always happens, the cliched salt in the wounds, a boundary follows.
Simple chance. You won't get another. This is for the second time. Same batsman. 46 is what Gurjant is batting on right now. And if they manage to get bow 150, 155, then all eyes will be on Sagar Kalyan for sure. Meanwhile, played it towards onside for a quick single. 14 overs completed, 95 for 4. So there's change in bowling. Sanchit Sharma comes in from the academy end. And in the commentary box, there's a change in place of Abdul Rahman. Here comes Eldon. Good evening, mate.
Good evening, Shrijit. It's a good move to bring in Sanchit in the 15th over of the innings. Ajman Heroes would like to wrap this up quickly. They wouldn't want to wait until the 20th over. Sanchit's been good in his first spell, just getting hit for a 6 and a 4. He's steaming in. That's up in the air. Mid-off fielder coming through it. He fell right before that. Looks like he's hurt. Looks like he's hit his head on the ground. Apparently looks like his spikes got stuck into the turf.
And it's Adnan Arif. Hope it's not serious. Look at that. His head banged on the ground.
He was lucky enough not to miss that through his hands onto his face. Now we can't really call that a drop catch. It looks like his spikes got stuck into the turf there. Still an effort. Hope he's okay. Still holding his head.
Again, a chance, isn't it? Last 3 overs, if you look at these two batters, how many more chances they will get? If you put them in the middle of the ocean, there will be someone to rescue them.
Rajkot Thunder's riding high on luck there. Another
Again.
one up in the air. Adnan going after it. He's not going to miss it. He's not going to make any mistake. Running back, keeping his eye on the ball. And a well taken catch by Adnan. He's still holding his head.
Action replay, isn't it? If you remove the last cut, but this time Rohit, he positioned himself really well and completed the catch. It's the dangerous Gurjant. After a well-made 46, he will have to go back. And Rajkot Thunder's 97, and they have lost half of the side.
Lalit Lakhani, the left-hander, comes to the crease. More of a left-right combination for the Thunders. He's got just under 6 overs remaining. Sanchit's got his tail up. And that's a swing and a miss.
Excellent delivery, quick outside the off stump, and looking to drive that one towards extra cover. Very lucky, and it whizzed past his outer half of his bat. Interesting field setup. Backward point is there inside the ring. Extra cover mid off inside the 30-yard circle. Long on, patrolling the fence. This one up in the air, and what a shot that! Flat 6 over long off.
Sanchit again taking a little easy, bowling it full. He got it right in the meat of the bat. That sailed flat over long off for 6.
The challenge was on because mid-on was inside the 30-yard circle. If you are skillful enough to take that fielder, then I'm all yours. That's what Sanchit's message was. And Lalit said, thank you very much. Bangs in short. Inner half of the bat. Hits him on the thigh pad. And good comeback by Sanchit.
Yeah, that was excellent comeback. That has some pace on it as well. It's not giving Lakhani any room to play at that. It's too quick on him on that occasion.
He sliced it up in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Well, 2 runs. Sanchit is having a smile on his face. What are you doing, mate? 2 to end the over. 15 overs completed. 105 for 5 Rajkot Thunders. Muzammil will continue. This one googly. Around middle and leg stick, turning further away. And well kept by the wicket keeper. Not easy. Slightly slower through the air. Played it towards on for a single. In an expensive first spell where he gave away 25 runs. Remember the same player who asked some serious questions against the opposition batters. Now, interesting battle it would be against the left-handed Lalit Lakhani. A slip comes in. Tossed up delivery, it's up in the air. Has it got the distance? Yes, it has. 6 runs.
Full in the slot by Muzammil. Lakhani making no mistake there. Sure, his eyes would have lit up when he saw that. No half measures from Lakhani. That's gone over the mid-wicket fence for a 6. Almost missed the car there. That was a biggie.
And always easy when you are playing with the turn. Remember, for Lakhani, the ball will be coming into him. So you just have to time it properly. Be a good ploy if Lakhani faces Muzammil. And look at his bowling analysis. None for 32. Very expensive.
At one stage, Rajkot Thunders looked like they could have been wrapped out around 100-run mark. The moment the projected score looks a defendable one, around the 145 mark.
This one was quicker through the air. And Lakhani not happy with himself because he could have played that one over the mid-off. Look at that again, same area. He's troubling Lalit. Quick outside the off stump. He's in two minds whether to go on to the back foot, whether to cut it. And googly. Well, good comeback by Muzammil.
He's bowling the quicker ones after he got hit for a 6. That was flighted, which went over the mid-wicket fence. He's come back with a couple of quicker ones. Another one straight back past the bowler. He got meat on that, and the safest area to play. Rajkot Thunders, after 16 overs, are 118 for 5. There's a change in ball. Looks like it has softened a bit. There's enough dew in the ground. this ball would be a little harder than the previous one. An opportunity for Rajkot Thunders to take advantage of that. Sanchit in his final over.
Full outside the off stump, outer half of the bat. Well, 4 runs. He couldn't really control his slide. And since the condition is very wet, if you look at the outfield, look at that. Couldn't hold. And it's Sagar Kalyan once again.
So one of those days when the ball keeps following you, Srijit, you don't, as a player, you don't want to be in that situation.
And especially when you have already dropped 3 catches.
Exactly my point.
Just opens the face of the bat and guides it down towards third man. Completed 1. Are they looking for the second? No. Throw comes in. So already they started off this over on a positive note. 5 runs coming off Sanchit's over. First 2 deliveries especially. And projected score, look at that, 149. One stage it was somewhere around 110, 120. Slowly but steadily it is moving up, going up. And good thing is that Lalit Lakhani, without wasting any time, from the very first ball, he made his intentions pretty clear. And good thing about Banty is that he's not trying to manufacture any shot. He's just nudging it in the gap and giving strike to Lalit, which is a good thing considering the fact that 5 wickets are down. How well he has connected. It's in the air. And Ajmal in the deep. 2 runs.
Yeah, banged in short on that occasion. He's got good cover on the leg side. He's got that deep mid wicket, a deep square leg. He's got he's got freedom to bowl those deliveries. Lakhani looks in good touch. He's going at a strike rate of 200. Slower bouncer, able to anticipate that pace.
Good thinking by Sanchit. He has reduced his pace. He has rolled his finger on that delivery. At times you have to do that to avoid you being predictable. Though he has got Muzammal in the deep for that pull shot. Let's have a look at the field set. A fine leg up in the circle, deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket. It's coming over the wicket. Swing and a miss. Lalit Lakhani. A small tussle going on between Sanchit and Lalit. Trying 2 times to play that delivery over mid wicket with the extra bit of pace this time, and in the previous delivery there was no pace at all.
Clever bowling by Sanchit. He goes over the wicket, this time trying to angle the ball across from the left-hander versus bringing that in. He's pulled that one. He's got cover at deep mid wicket. That's the end of the 17th over. 3 to go. 126 for 5. Last 3 overs to go. Ajmal back into the attack. Just angle that across. Lakhani looking at the umpire. That was well within the line.
So he's bowling wide outside the off stump. That's his plan against Lalit Lakhani. If you look at the last five deliveries that Lalit Lakhani has faced, the bowlers have kept him quiet. This time slower delivery. There's a chance of a run out, but he hits his fellow partner on the other side, and Ajmal, look at that, takes an evasive action. Lucky that he didn't continue. Again bangs in shot. Lalit having a look at the leg umpire, but good delivery. One for the over signaled by the umpire.
Projected score is 143. If these two continue, we could look anywhere from to 150. But Ajmal not giving anything away. No free runs there. Bowling it across the left-hander. Bowling those short pitch deliveries. Lakhani would struggle the offside. At one point, he was going at a strike rate of 200. When he was 20, he's playing at 21 of 17. That's a top edge. It's a welcome boundary for Rajkot Thunders.
Absolutely, considering the fact that first 4 deliveries were dot. He was at it. He will take that one. Look at that. Oh, tried his best. Wicket keeper behind the stumps. But it flew over his head. 130 on board for Rajkot Thunders. Remember, at one stage they were tottering at 18 for 3. From there on, small partnership that really helped them. And this one around middle and off stick, was trying to whack that one towards onside, inner half of the bat. No run resulted in the last delivery. 18 overs completed, 130 for 5 Rajkot Thunders.
Zoeb to bowl the 19th over. He's picked up 2 wickets and all those 9 runs off extras. He's bowling in his last over. Rajkot Thunders would love to get at least 20. Picked up over mid-off. Mid-off just a mere spectator. Didn't bother looking back. He knew it was going to go for 4. Full delivery outside the off stump. 1 bounce for 4.
This was poor bowling from Joib. When you have mid-off and mid-on up in the circle, bowling full, it's asking for trouble. This time, fuller length delivery outside the off stump. Played it straight to the fielder and off for a single. Good thinking. So they are getting that start in every over. If you look at last over from Sanchit, they got a boundary in the first delivery. Then those singles and doubles coming in. You remove that pressure when you get a boundary in the very first ball. Then you have that in your mind that you have to get those singles without wasting any delivery. And then if you get a bad delivery, then you can hit it out of the park. But you are basically putting pressure on the bowler from the very first ball. I think that's a good thinking. That's a good strategy from Rajkot Thunder batters.
Again, angling that outside the off stump. Banty quick to spot the fumble from the wicketkeeper. Ran straight to the striker's end. Again, if you see Srijit, Lalit struggling at the delivery, that's bowled across him. Heroes have spotted that weakness. And again, they're calling for it. It's a faint edge to the keeper. And that's wicket number 6 for Rajkot Thunders.
Excellent delivery that. Following the batsman, he knew that Banty was looking for a heave-ho and paid the price. Well made 23, I would say, Eldon, because it was a part of a crucial partnership. And after well made 23, he departs, and Rajkot Thunders 136 for 6. For 7, beg your pardon.
Again, Dipesh, the new man in, trying to be a little cheeky there. Spotted well by Zoeb. Bowled that fuller length delivery. Angling in.
What he can do is rotate strike and give strike to Lalit Lakhani. Look at that. Short wide outside the off stump. Dot delivery. 19 overs gone. 136 for 6, Rajkot.
Final over of the innings. And screamed into that. That's gone a long way. Good start to the over.
I think poor bowling. They're not bowling to the field set for the bowler. There was no protection in the deep on the offside, and you're bowling full outside the off stump. You're asking for trouble, and you're asking the batsman to hit me. And he played it magnificently. Still, you have no fielder on the off. And if you're bowling that line, let's have a look at the onside. There is deep mid wicket, no backward square leg. And there you go. Towards onside. And another maximum back-to-back sixes.
Poor bowling again. That was right in the slot for Lakhani. That's gone. Again, we see one of the vehicles in danger. Should have spotted the weakness. Bowled the short ones across Lakhani. He struggles at that. First one was fuller. Second one in the slot. Not too far away. He gets it right in the middle of the bat. He's a well-set batsman. Ajman Hero's plan not going as anticipated there. Already 12 runs of the first two deliveries of the last over. What do we see here? Are we going to see some fireworks? Again, swings at that, doesn't get it in the middle. Scrambles for a single.
Well, we all thought that they will be going for a single, but Deepesh said no. I think it's a wise decision, because rather than taking strike, give that strike to Lalit, because he has faced 23 deliveries and he's spent some quality time in the middle in last 3 deliveries. Even if he hit 2 sixes, that would be good enough. Meanwhile, swing and a miss. Good comeback by Ajmal. Was very close to Lalit, that delivery. And problem being the field, the setup, what you give to your bowler. Now look at that offside field. You have deep fielder for that slice. Full toss outside the off stump. Very lucky. And good thinking by Lalit. An underarm throw from the wicket keeper. He knew that he'll go for that one. He came inside the safety of the crease. And once the ball ricochets off the stumps, he went for that single. Bye signal by the umpire.
That was well anticipated by Deepesh. It was just eye contact between Lakhani and Deepesh to rotate strike on that occasion. He knew that the ball was going to ricochet off the stumps. Deepesh quick to respond to Lakhani's call. That brings Deepesh on strike. Again, getting it on the offside. That's a single. Oh no, they've gone for the second run. Not collected by the wicket keeper. That could have been curtains for Deepesh. And that's the end of the innings. Rajkot Thunders finished the innings for 151 for 6. It's a well played knock by Lakhani. 38 of just 25 deliveries and well supported by Deepesh.
And then let me tell you that they will be very happy with the way things have gone for Rajkot Thunders. Remember, 18 for 3 at one stage when Waqas, Anish and Vipul, they were out cheaply. And then that partnership, Anil Kumar versus with Gurjant Kanda, and then Lalit Lakhani coming in, chipping it with useful 38 odd runs of 25. That really helped Rajkot Thunders to go and touch that 150 mark, 151 for the loss of 6 wickets. You have to really blame Ajman, Heroes, the captaincy, the fielding. They have to make sure that if they want to succeed in the tournament, they have to make sure that their fielding is top notch. And there you go, Sanchit Sharma picking up 2 wickets, 3 wickets for Zohaib and 1 for Ankur Sangwan. Mohammad Ajmal, Muzammil Qasim, Mohammad Uzair Anis. These 3 bowlers were wicketless. So equation pretty simple. 152 runs required of 120 deliveries, which means they have to score at a pace of 7.60. We will be taking a short break and we'll be back with the run chase.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second innings. This crucial encounter between Rajkot Thunders and Ajman Heroes. And if you're just joining us, it was Ajman Heroes who won the toss, decided to field first, and Rajkot scoring 151 in their allotted 20 overs. Good fight back in the end by Lalit and Banti Nandi. And Gurjant with 48. Only one man looked good to get a half century. We're ready to start off proceedings. Joining me, Eldin, in the com box. Well, 152. Think it's going to be enough against this very strong Ajman Heroes batting lineup.
Good evening, Abdullah. Rajkot Thunders would be happy with that score. They were struggling at the early stage of the innings with 3 quick wickets for Ajman Heroes. They would have never imagined getting to 152 until Lakhani's onslaught towards the middle and the last period of the innings. Khalid Shah to open the innings for Ajman Heroes. Alongside him on the non-striker end is Ajmal. Would they be anticipating a good start here? Utilizing the power play? We're yet to see.
Depesh with the new ball. Already a bit of a surprise by Ajman Heroes. Not opening the batting with Sagar Kalyan, going with Ajmal. And Khalid Shah, well, he just knows one way. And that is to be as aggressive as possible in the power play. Get as many runs and get them quickly. He's not going to waste any time. He's not going to hang around or die wondering, that's for sure. I tell you what, if he gets moving, that 152 will be done and dusted even before you can blink.
Good combination to start off for Ajman Heroes, a left-right combination. That will definitely unsettle the bowlers. Just angling it outside the off-stump. Good start for Depesh.
Khalid Shah, slightly tentative, hesitant of first 1 or 2 deliveries. He has that release shot where he just makes a room and tries to go over cover. That's why they have that deep fielder, deep extra cover, and a fine leg. Very interesting field placing this by Rajkot. They've got the 2 slips now in place as well. Aggressive catching against the left-hander. But you're right, the left-hand, right-hand combination does bother the bowling side. Oh, wide given by the umpire, is racing away. Is that going to be the first boundary? No. As poor running between the wickets, you have to say. Khalid Shah was ball watching. They've just taken 1 run, could have easily been 3 on the wide. They thought that was going to go away to the boundary. A poor start from both sides.
Running between the wickets, very important here. Yes, you're right, he was ball watching. These are bonus runs you don't want to miss out on.
Yeah, under the keeper. And then the first left fielder, by the time he got to it, could have easily ran 2, maybe even 3. And brings the right hander now on strike. And the first ball opens him up like a can of worms. Dot ball.
He had no idea where that came from. He thought he would angle that ball in. Again holding the line. Straight to the keeper. Almost taking that outside edge. Ajman Heroes watchful.
Oh, it's in the slot, it's in the air as well though. This would be a very good catch if he takes it. It's Banty Nandy. Usually a very safe pair of hands. That would have been a very big wicket in the first over. But it's Ajmal who survives.
Yeah, just picked that up. It was right on the middle stump. He had to run after it, kept his eye on the ball, got there, just couldn't complete the catch. A good effort in the end. Ajman Heroes complete just the one run. I'm surprised with the running.
Yeah, it is again question mark. Might be in the air the ball, but you have to keep running. This time he cuts loose. Khalid Shah. He was waiting for that delivery in his slot, in his zone, and he's released one of his fierce cuts.
Perfect height to the batsman. No awkward bounce. Came straight onto the bat, and he hammered it on the offside for 4.
Well, the first ball that he missed, when he went to the non-striker's end, he was waving for a new bat. Now that he's middled one, he sent that bat back. Oh, what a connection. He's not changing that bat anytime soon, I'll tell you that. Khalid Shah in the mood, in the groove, straight down the ground for a maximum. What a start to this run chase.
That's a biggie. That would have definitely scared the Indo cricket that's going on in the ICC Academy with that bang on the glass.
Oh, absolutely. And I love this approach from Khalid Shah. Clear and concise. See ball, hit ball strategy. Clears his left leg. And then like a baseball hitter, a slugger will go straight, will go cover, will go mid wicket. Down the leg side. And again poor running. You have to say that it's very poor cricket from Khalid Shah and Ajmal. That is Ajmal's call because it's behind the batsman and the keeper has fumbled. They could have easily taken one. When you're chasing a total, regardless of how big or small it is, you cannot leave the runs on the table. Although I think Khalid Shah is enjoying himself, especially with the spacious pace, so maybe just being a bit greedy.
Not getting hold of that one. Poor fielding there. And they settle for 2. That's the end of the over. Ajman Heroes 16 for no loss. Gurjan to start proceedings from the school end. Did well with the bat. Let's see what he does with the ball.
A lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Gurchand Kanda. With the bat, just all at sea at the beginning, but then the leg spinners came in. And it's like a kid in the candy shop. And maybe he'll take that confidence into the bowling department as well. I'm not sure they have a lot of bowling options, the Rajkot Thunders. 16 off the first over already. And they're already on the back foot.
Oh, that's a full toss. That's above the waist. What's the signal from the umpire? No signal for no ball. Just signaled a boundary.
Oh, I think it was just dipping. Yeah, I think it's just about dipping. And he gets a boundary. Ajmal with a catch dropped and a new life given. He wouldn't mind that buffet ball from Gurjant. Full toss. And again, not losing his shape. Ajmal playing it nicely towards that mid-wicket boundary. The runs coming very quickly now for Ajman Heroes.
Who wouldn't like that delivery at the startup? Just builds your confidence.
I'll tell you what, Lynn, the wicket-keeper is miserable behind the stumps. He's unable to collect a single ball so far. Few of them gone through his legs. The other one's just hitting his gloves and falling down. You don't want to drop a chance, a catch of somebody like Sagar Kalyan or Khalid Shah or Ajmal for that matter. You need to be 100% focused as a wicket-keeper, and he's trying to pull it from outside off stump. Ball landing safely. They take just a single. This high risk, high reward approach from Ajman Heroes is paying off. That ball is landing in no man's land.
Lucky enough for Ajman Heroes that there was no fielder there. There's a sweeper cover for Khalid. Fine leg comes in. And a deep mid wicket. So two fielders outside the circle, square of the boundary. Still making those slight adjustments.
Well, again, both the fielders, as you said, square. Or is it that straight? That will race away. There might be dew on this outfield, but it's still a bit greasy, and the ball just skips over that green grass. Again in the slot, gives himself room, doesn't get all of it, but Khalid Shah lives by the sword, dies by the sword. 16 in no time for Khalid Shah, 25 for Ajman Heroes. They're batting at 15 runs and over.
Again, that's the previous delivery was unnecessary. You've got fielders in the deep square of the wicket and you bowl a full one. Where do you expect that to go?
Yeah, that last ball, the slower delivery, as you're saying, the only place Khalid Shah could hit it was either at deep cover or deep square leg where the fielders are placed. And now it's Ajmal who will be on strike. Width on offer and a dot ball to finish the over. Another expensive one. 10 runs coming off it. Ajman Heroes off to a rollicking start. 26 for no loss at the end of 2 overs. The pace will continue, and it's through the hands of Gurjant, who's just bowled the over. Looks tired, looks exhausted, but they won't mind one bit. The Ajman Heroes, they get a boundary.
Quite a bit of dew out there, Abdullah. Ball just slipping off the hands. And he should have bent a little bit more. That's raced away.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's just bowled and over. And he's been positioned at long on, beg your pardon, against Khalid Shah. Or trying to be cheeky. Khalid Shah trying to be cheeky. Very risky shot that. And it's good to see some camaraderie between the two. Play a lot of cricket together, these lads. Not just in the ICC Academy, but outside of here as well. In Sharjah, in Ajman, in Al Quwain, in Abu Dhabi. 21 of 8. What a start this from Khalid. Loves batting here at the ICC Academy Ovals.
And a slower short pitch delivery. I don't see much intent from the Rajkot Thunders. They don't seem like they want to pick wickets here. It's more about trying to contain the batsmen. They need to change their strategy a little bit here. They've already gone for runs. They've done the hard work of getting 150, 151 when they were struggling for under 100. He just show the same intensity.
He's bowled him.
That's
He's bowled him well. Eldon was asking for intensity and he's received it. The pace targeting the stumps this time. And Khalid Shah playing all around it. It's a big wicket here.
There you go, bowling it full Yorker length. He knows that Khalid is going to go for it. The only option he had was go for the Yorker. Khalid goes for a well-played 21 of just 10 deliveries. Ajman Heroes now at 30 for the loss of the first wicket.
New batsman walking in, Sagar Kalyan. A nightmare day in the field. Hopefully it's not contagious. Or maybe it is. He'll be hoping it was contagious for the Rajkot Thunder fielders. They give him a couple of chances as well.
Well, he can't get rid of the ball. Ball kept following him in the field and now he's here taking strike. Just played it down. That was cheeky. That was just left by the fielder.
Well, it's no easy way to explain this. Sagar Kalyan trying to play it down to third man for a single, and he's hit the slip fielder's hand and gone for a boundary. Well, look that up in the coaching manual. I don't think you'll find it anywhere. What a way to get off the mark.
Did the slip fielder actually think that the third man was going to cover it? But that was pretty fine. Just went right under his arm.
Well, you were talking about the intent of the bowlers and the fielders. Look at this for an effort. Very poor. Hit his hand, goes away to the boundary. Sagar Kalyan gets off the mark. Oh, beautiful. Straight into the hands of the fielder. Oh, they're appealing. They're appealing for a catch. He's saying he's collected it. Going to the leg umpire to have a quick chat. Oh, they're celebrating. They're celebrating. Sagar Kalyan has no clue what has happened. Let's have a look. Oh, he's bounced it. He has bounced it right in front of the wicket. Right in front on the half volley. And now the smiles come out.
Yeah, bum ball there. Was difficult to pick up during live action. The replay said it all.
Yeah, end of over number 3 then. 34 for 1. Ajman Heroes.
Anil Kumar Sharma to start from school end. Ajman Heroes currently going at 11.3 and over. Okay, short ball, top edged. Will that be taken? That's another miss. Captain Tariq Hisab again got underneath that ball, fumbled it, bounced off his palms. And that's another chance gone begging.
Well, how costly is that going to be? That is now the question. Wicket keeper as well had the option to go and grab that ball. Safer option usually with the gloves. It was the captain who called it. He's the one who's fluffed the chance. Ajmal given 2 opportunities already, and we're only in the 4th over. Sagar Kalyan, the prince of the offside. Again, a good looking shot that it was short, not that wide, but he stayed still, didn't lose his shape, and it guides it over point. Beautiful shot.
He saw that there wasn't enough pace on the ball, waited for it, got into position, and took it right over the point fielder for 4. Good shot there in the end by Kalyan. Ajman Heroes looking to finish this off quickly.
Again, guiding it down to third man. Short third man. In fact, just a single, nobody deep. And that's an interesting point to bring up, Eldon, because this group is still very much open. Remember, top two teams will qualify for the semi-finals. And Ajman Heroes are unbeaten so far. 3 games, 3 wins for them. So net run rate is going to play a crucial role as the tournament progresses and they finish off their 7-game stint. Oh, he's connected. Finally, he's connected, Ajmal. And it's racing away to the boundary. He's been given 2 lives. And he's going to make them count now.
Thunders are going to be regretting dropping those easy chances early on. Ajmal in no mood to hang around. He's going to make them pay. Hey, that was full. He saw the open space on the leg side. 1 bounce for 4. Fuller ball, straight down the ground. Let's cover at long on. It's for a single.
He has that trigger movement back and across. Always trying to play straight or at least towards that cow corner region. Ajmal. Again, very interesting field placing this. Now they have a deep point. You have to ask the question to the captain if he's ball chasing or he has a plan here against the likes of Sagar Kalyan. This time short and in the pads. A flick towards leg side. Sagar Kalyan pushing for 2. Is he going to go for the 3rd? Well, he's calling Ajmal. Ajmal's not even watching his partner. It's an expensive over. 13 runs off it. And Ajman Heroes 47 for 1.
Pace to continue from the academy end. surprised to not see a bowling change here.
He's the only one who's picked up the wicket so far. Maybe that's why. He's very unlucky. He could have picked up 2 or 3 wickets, Dipesh. This time they're taking a quick double. And they make it safely. Again fielding the challenge here for the Rajkot Thunders. But this time some good running between the wickets by Ajman.
Yeah, they are getting those boundaries, but they don't want to miss those singles. It's a game of cricket, Abdullah. You never know what can happen.
Well, yeah, could have easily been 4 or 5 runs up right now had they taken those singles and doubles in the previous overs. Big swing and a miss. Very quick delivery that from Dipesh. Caught Ajmal off guard. 103 runs needed now. Still only in the 5th over. The required run rate coming down quickly.
The match is in Heroes' hands. Just a loss of 1 wicket. And quick short delivery. That brings up the 50 for Ajman Heroes. Quick time.
Yeah, absolutely. 50 on the board, and we're still in the power play. 1.5 overs to go with the fielding restrictions. What a start this has been by Ajmal, Sagar and Khalid Shah. Oh, he pulls it really hard. And it's a good looking shot in the gap for a boundary. Sagar Kalyan is looking in ominous touch.
Short, decent height, and he's put that into the gap. It's poor bowling by Dipesh. He's bowled well. First 2 overs. And that's a loose one there. Again, a short one. This time a little quicker. Came right onto a Sagar Kalyan there.
Dipesh deceptively quick at times. Hurried the batsman. Both Ajmal and Sagar Kalyan in this over. 54 on the board already, 5 overs in. He's going to go for short ball. Yes, he is. He's connected well, but there is a fielder there. I'll take a single. Another good over for the Ajman Heroes. 55 for the loss of 1 wicket in 5 overs. Well, Anil starts a new over as I welcome Srijit into the comm box. And first ball, Anil is bowled. It's racing away to that mid-wicket boundary.
What a shot. What a shot from Sagar Kalyan. I was not at all happy with what he did on the field. Way he dropped catches, but he has played some magnificent shot, which has overshadowed what he did on the field for sure. I don't know about others, but for me, yes. 9 deliveries, 20 runs. He's batting like a warrior. 59 on board for Ajman Heroes. Remember, 5 more deliveries to be bowled in this power play. Oh, it was above the waist. Timed it really well. And we'll have to wait whether it's all the way or yeah, it's a boundary. And no ball signal by the umpire, which means free hit.
I'll tell you what, it is a no ball, it is a free hit, it is a full toss. But look at the shot. He didn't try to go across the line. He went towards the offside, his stronger side, and almost getting a 6 in the process. And what you won't mind is a free hit coming up now. He gets straight down the ground. He's very disappointed after that connection. Knew he's missed out on a slot delivery. So no damage done in the free hit, just a single.
And look at the current run rate. It's hovering around 12. And the start which they got, Khalid started off really well. And even after the wicket of Khalid, Ajmal and Sagar, they have taken the baton in their hands. Oh, where is she going? Over the long on fence for 6.
Well, Ajmal has been given 2 opportunities, 2 catches dropped, and man is he making it count. Straight over long on for a huge 6.
And the way he picked it up, it was slightly full outside the off. Was in great position to play that one. Right behind the line. And 21 with that 6. Excellent batting performance. This is what you need to learn from your opposition. The way they capitalize the power play. Remember, they're chasing 152. And that intent. Again, a full toss, played it with a straight bat. Fumble that allowed them to go across for a single. Excellent batting.
That's a good point you make there, Srijit. It doesn't matter if you're batting first or chasing. That power play is the time where you have to make it count, get the boundaries. They don't all have to be 6s. I think some of the teams just lose the plot when you're trying to go a bit too hard in the power play, trying to hit some massive 6s. And I tell you what, you get 12 runs in the over with 3 boundaries as well. Doesn't have to be 2 6s. And you can see that's the way Sagar Kalyan approaches his batting. Hardly looks to hit a 6. He's always trying to get at least 4 runs and plays along the carpet. Very expensive over this as well.
Final delivery of the power play. Can they end it on a higher note with a 6er?
Shajit is extremely greedy. Wants every ball to fly out of the ground, and he's missed it through the hands of the fielder. And I think he's going to race away to the boundary. Yes, even the deep square leg fielder is unable to save it. Well, Srijit, they didn't give you the 6 you wanted, but they gave you a 4.
But I'm happy with that. 6 overs, done and dusted, 77 for 1. Ajman Heroes on the top.
Power play restrictions have been lifted. The last over of the power play going for 22 runs. They were 31 for the loss of 3 wickets in the power play, Shrijit. And Ajman Heroes, well, they're more than double. Starts off with a juicy full toss. And Sagar Kalyan will be a bit disappointed he hasn't dispatched that to the boundary.
And while taking the second run, he's telling Ajmal something. Maybe to focus on getting the first run really hard and then look for the second. That's a good technique from the batsman to put pressure on the fielders. You have to really run the first run really hard. Good delivery. Jogged himself. Played straight to the cover fielder, not for any runs. Only one fielder I can see patrolling the fence on the offside, deep extra cover, which means he can't afford to bowl a shorter length to Sagar Kalyan. Great delivery that. Nice shot selection as well. On the front foot, drives it just for a single.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of room for mistakes. Lalit Lakhani. No fielder on the leg side in the circle. The 3 fielders deep are long on, deep mid wicket and deep square leg. So if he errs in line and goes on the pads, well, it's a free boundary on offer, or at least a couple of runs. Ajmal goes straight down the ground. He's settling underneath it. And a good catch taken by Gurjant. It's a big wicket. Lalit Lakhani strikes in his first over.
Well, loopy delivery. Excellent brave bowling from Lalit Lakhani. Was like a red rage. Was a trap. And Ajmal couldn't really get out of it. Played straight into the hands of Gurjant. Well made 26 of 16 deliveries. And Ajman Heroes, they lose their second. 80 for 2 after 6.4 overs.
Rahul Raghubir Chopra comes into bat, and straight away the ball in the air, through the legs of the fielder, and it goes for a boundary. Well, there was a catching chance.
I think the angle with which he's releasing the ball, long off fielder, I think it's very straight, slightly towards extra cover, because batsmen, they are on the front foot and playing it uppishly, so it has to be somewhere around that cover region. And excellent delivery there. How can that miss the stumps? There's a big gap between wicket-keeper and the batsman.
Well, Lalit has bowled a very good over, and he's taken a wicket but gone for about 8 runs as well. 85 for 2 now, Ajman Heroes at the end of 7 overs. A Banty Nandy comes in to bowl off spin from the school end. First ball, a rank long hop. And Rahul Chopra just plays it down to long on. Sagar Kalyan wouldn't mind a couple of deliveries like that.
And he was very lucky to get away with that. It was very short. 3 fielders on the onside. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg. Slightly short and was tad low as well. And that's the reason why he couldn't play beyond that backward point. He was in great position, but that bounce was a problem on that occasion. This time slightly shorter in length, in the gap, and that is the difference. The same delivery which Rahul faced, and exactly the same to Sagar Kalyan. Result, boundary.
I was waiting for that. Knew the short wide delivery was coming. Rocking on the back foot, quickly dispatching it towards mid wicket. Even with that wicket falling, the runs are coming quickly. Change in angle now, coming around the wicket. Very interesting this from Banty.
I think that's an intelligent move from Banty to come round the wicket. 6 runs already conceded. He's coming over the wicket. Oh, he's trying to just chop it down. Very lucky. Slower through the air.
Straight-in delivery. No run. Good over this from Banty. Barring that boundary. Giving away just the 6 runs. 91 for 2 now. Ajman Heroes at the end of 8 overs. Lalit Lakhani will continue. And Sagar Kalyan again plays it nicely.
Always nice to see when Sagar Kalyan play that shot on the back foot, just pushing it towards onside in the gap. Comes down the track in the air. There was a chance of a cotton ball, but couldn't really latch on to that one. Only getting a single.
Yeah, to his wrong end, or his weaker side, as they say, the right hand. Was an opportunity for a cotton ball. Lalit Lakhani has been the pick of the bowler so far.
Oh, this one stayed a bit low, but right behind that line was Sagar Kalyan. Opens the face, punches it down towards long off. Surface has started to misbehave. Saw that from this very end. Ball is keeping a bit low, and this time yokes himself, but plays it nicely at the end for a single. Dealing in singles now.
And not just the surface as well, it's the ball. Slightly swollen because of all the water. Oh, he's cut that brilliantly. There were 3 fielders at the point region, and he's found the gap. 2 runs taken. They had the deep cover fielder quite square as well. But what a beautiful shot this from Sagar Kalyan. It's only given 2 runs, but it's class written all over it.
But look at the bowling analysis. Already given away 6 runs. Comes down the track. Classy looking drive all along the carpet. Sagar Kalyan will retain strike. 9 overs gone. 98 for 2 Ajman heroes.
Panty Nandy will continue around the wicket. A defensive approach this from the Rajkot Thunders. Not trying to concede any more boundaries against Sagar Kalyan.
They're leaking runs on the onside. You know that he shuffles across and plays it easily. Now that to stop that flick or onside push, they have a mid wicket inside the 30-yard circle. Excellent delivery that. Outer half of the bat was in contact. Won't be getting any run. 99 for 2 Ajman heroes.
Almost at the 100 mark. At the halfway stage is a very good batting performance so far. And it keeps getting better. This time is Rahul Chopra using his feet, going downtown for a maximum.
What a shot that. Couple of steps down the track, puts on the dancing shoes and whacks it over the side screen for a huge sixer. Always good to watch batters using those dancing shoes. And Rahul Chopra was in a silent mode, mute mode for a long time now that he has come down the track. Intention pretty clear. Very watchful. On the back foot he goes, punches it down towards long off for a single.
What a simple, no-nonsense approach now from Rahul Chopra. Sagar Kalyan plays the scoop shot. Nobody there at fine leg. Have to question these tactics here. The ball is trickling and teasing, and it hits the rope. A boundary for Sagar Kalyan.
Polo 12 runs already conceded by Banty. Final delivery once again goes for that scoop shot. Long chase for the wicket keeper and third man fielder. 2 runs, 10 overs completed, 1-1-2 for 2 Ajman heroes. So we are halfway through. 112 for 2 Ajman Heroes. And they require another 32, beg your pardon, 40 runs to win from here on. And to talk about the strategy of Rajkot Thunders, I've got Eldon in the com box. Meanwhile, flight to delivery comes down the track and plays it in the gap. 4 runs. What a shot that.
Flighted delivery, safest place to play is straight down the ground. And that went like a tracer bullet. Oh, how did he even manage to leave that?
That was very close indeed, isn't it?
Rahul. There you go, he's taken that on the full. That's gone again into the sign. ICCA Academy. Huge 6. They want to finish this, and they want to finish this quickly.
Without any doubt, was a juicy full toss. He said thank you for that gift. 10 runs off first 3 deliveries. Rahul Chopra, 24 now. Again comes down the track, but checks his shot at the very last moment. Straight to the extra cover fielder. No runs.
I was just on the sidelines before the 10th over. Again, down the wicket, safest place to play. 4 runs to Rahul. He's playing Lakhani. Back past the ball of 4.
What a shot that. Now just 26 runs required. He's able to understand the flight, anticipate what Lalit Lakhani is trying to do. Sign of a class batsman. This time up in the air on the offside, 1 bounce in front of the commentary box for 4.
Again, another full toss by Lakhani, unable to grip the ball. There's a lot of dew out there. All those balls going for full toss. And that's the end of the 11th. Ajman Heroes 130 for 2. It's 22 required from 54. Oh, that's poor effort all round. Keeper letting it go. Ilyas just throwing it down the leg side. No effort. It's easy 5 runs for the Heroes.
Shoulders are down. Freebies, just 17 run required.
Again, as I mentioned earlier, Shijit, it's a lot of dew there. Standing at the boundary line, could see the ball being a rolling sprinkler. A flighted delivery there, just pushed to long off.
Sagar Kalyan batting on 47. Just 3 runs away from his half century. Batted really well. We're talking about Sagar Kalyan, who dropped 3 catches, but he came back strongly. Good delivery that. Saw Rahul Chopra coming down the track. He changed his length. He was forced to play that defensive shot. authoritative performance from Ajman Heroes, isn't it?
Talking about Sagar Kalyan, he just shut all his critics up with his batting performance. That's another one. And that's Rahul there, gone over the ADIB Warriors Oval side screen into the school for another maximum. Just 10 runs required for Ajman Heroes to complete a convincing victory.
And people in the comm box are saying ball please. So they're pretty sure that umpire will have to look for another one. 10 runs required now of 50 deliveries. How many more deliveries, how many more balls will have to bring? This time in the air, but on one bounce straight to the fielder at long off, just a single. No, I don't think so. They have picked up a single. No, it's Rahul Chopra. This time down the leg stump, sweep shot comes in towards backward square leg, 4 runs, 12 overs completed. Ajman Heroes 146 for 2.
Rahul Chopra quickly catching up with Sagar Kalyan in that last over from Ilya. 16 runs given. It's a huge over for Ajman Heroes. And Mohammad Bilal has been introduced in the attack. Dominated the innings from ball 1. Just punched to the offside by Kalyan. We'll settle for a single. What do we say from Rahul Chopra now? Does he want to finish this off with a big hit, or is he going to just play around? Both batters in their 40s. Down the wicket, edged. That will run away for 4. That leaves Ajman Heroes with just 1 run to win. Scores leveled here. Down the wicket. Down the wicket, straight down the ground, finishes that off in style. And Ajman Heroes with... Oh, that's a dot ball. That's a dot ball, doesn't run for it. Looks like he wants to go for his 50. Misses on that occasion as well. Would be heartbreaking if that would be a no ball. We've seen that happen in international cricket, where players getting to a... And he's gone for a big one. That is sailing over the rope. That's 4 runs. That is 50 for Rahul Chopra. Finishes off the innings in style. Ajman Heroes convincingly defeating the Thunders. And Rahul Chopra down the wicket finishes that off in style. Ajman Heroes go unbeaten, chasing 151 in just 12.5 overs. And that's the scorecard there. Ajman Heroes just the 2 wickets down. Good start by Ajmal and Shah, each scoring 26 and 21. And then Sagar Kalyan scoring a blistering 48 of just 28. And Rahul Chopra going for just 50 of 24. In the bowling scorecard, good bowling effort as far as extras are concerned, only 10 runs, but it was batting all around. Dipesh going for 32 of his 3. Gujrant Kanda, just 1 over for him, giving away 10 runs. Anil Sharma with 35, Lalit Lakhani 32 and picking up 1 wicket. Bunty Nandi, 2 overs 20. And Waqas Ilyas just given that 1 over for 16. And Mohammad Bilal just giving away 9 runs. And that conceals the win for Ajman Heroes. Next, join us on the 27th for a big game between the Pacific Group and Dubai Daredevils. Now we go down to the center. Srijit for the match presentation.
क्या
नहीं आएगा, इसको आगे आना पड़ेगा।
नहीं आएगा।
हाँ आ रहे हैं
बोल दिया उसको।
हाँ जोहेब
ट्रॉफी देना महेश जी, ट्रॉफी।
जोहेब गुज्जर
Frame banner fix.
हाँ
After speak, separate. Will gift. I will join.
अच्छा the moment I say that I'll move
No.
हाँ
Moment time go away, and speaking time go inside.
no the moment they give the press. Hello, check 1 2 check 1 2.
हाँ नहीं आप सेंटर में निकल जाऊंगा इधर से, आप अंदर।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net presents ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League powered by Fang Code. And before we begin, firstly, we would like to thank ICC Academy and all the administration involved behind the scenes for its support in hosting this level of a tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, title sponsor SkyExchange.net, official streaming partner Fang Code, event partner TCM. What a game! In the third encounter of the tournament, 43rd in fact, Ajman Heroes defeated Rajkot Thunder by 8 wickets. Authoritative performance that from Ajman Heroes. Commencing ahead, we would now be announcing the name of player of the match, and the award will be presented by Iftikhar Ali, our match referee, and the man of the match award goes to, who picked up 3 wickets, giving away just 13 runs, Zohaib Gujar from Ajman Heroes. Well done. Congratulations, Zohaib.
Thank you.
What a performance.
Thank you.
Ball was coming nicely onto the bat, but you did really well to choke those runs and pick up 3 important wickets.
Yeah, we have planned before the match that we'll just go for the early wickets and for the swing, and because of dew it was swinging a lot, so we have just done to the plan. We have just bowled to the plan what we have planned before the match.
So were you having that in your mind that I have to pick certain amount of wickets, or you just were bowling wicket to wicket and choking those runs?
No, it was not. I was not having idea that I'll go for 3 wicket. I'll get 3 wicket, but this was in the plan that we'll go for maximum wickets in early 6 overs or 4 to 5 overs. We'll utilize the power play, so we should restrict the opponent to low total.
And were you satisfied with your performance?
Because last match it was not good for me, and my captain back up me, Mr. Adnan. He said me, "Sir, don't worry, forget about the last match," and it was good match for me, and it's more means I'm really very happy for the man of the match.
You played really well, and of course when you have a skipper who really backs you, then what else you need. Thank you so very much for that wonderful performance, and we hope that you continue with this magnificent form and performance as well. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you.
So there you go, Zohaib Gujar picking up 3 wickets, and he is our player of the match. So thank you for joining us today to catch on the excitement for the tournament. Tune in to our official streaming platform FanCode app and the ICC Academy Facebook page. That's it from the post-match presentation. See you tomorrow. Good night.